you want the notes, you could actually get the notes on our Padlet. I'm going over here. So I have uploaded everything. I'm giving you the link to Padlet wall, my Padlet wall over here in the chat box. So if you have, if you want to download first, or you want to download the slides first, you could go there. Okay, for today we are going to do presenting. Okay, now my entire screen. Right. So today, our lesson today is that we are going. Could you see my screen, everyone? Shohaila?
Yes, I see.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Now, okay, today we are going to look at this is for your reading skills, and then a little bit that you could apply for your writing skills as well later on for ELC231. Okay, this is for identifying topic sentence as well as main idea. I believe that this is your second time learning all these things, learning these things all over again. So you should, it's just quite a recapping and then strengthen the idea that you already have, yeah, before this. Okay, now this is a second week. I'm going to focus on pointer. Where's the pointer? I'm going to focus on topic sentence, main idea, supporting details, as well as paragraph. What does it mean by paragraph? A paragraph, and then relationship between paragraphs. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to look at a sample of an essay first. Okay, I have a sample of an essay over here. So basically, whenever we are looking at an essay, there are many types of essay, and then so many paragraphs of essay that you could see all over newspaper or journal articles and whatnot. But at this level, you are expected to write five paragraphs of essay for your assignment. Yeah, for any assignment at this level. Okay, the first one, usually we are going to have the introductory paragraph, obviously, and then you have the first idea. This is one paragraph for the first idea, second idea, third idea as well, and at the end of it, we have a concluding paragraph. Okay, usually we have five paragraphs, but sometimes your lecturer or your teachers, they are going to ask you to write only four paragraphs of essay, meaning that you have the introductory paragraph, first idea, second idea, and then the last one. So you didn't have the third idea. Okay. Um, okay, moving on. Okay, what does it mean by a paragraph? Obviously, I have showed you examples of paragraphs. So they are a group of specially or intentionally related sentences. So combining sentences together in a paragraph. So they are called as paragraph, and they should be related to each other. Usually, there is one particular a leader. We call it as topic sentence for the whole paragraph. It describes the main idea of the whole paragraph. Okay, organization of a paragraph. Usually you have the statement of main idea, and then that is usually the first one. It does not necessarily to be the first one, but usually most of the time is going to be the first sentence of the paragraph. And then after that, you are going to have 3 to 4 supporting details, meaning that you have 3 to 4 sentences supporting the main idea. And then at the end of it, of a paragraph, you have one concluding sentence that is a restatement of the main idea. So whenever we have a paragraph, we have one statement of main idea that is the topic sentence, a few of supporting details or supporting sentences, and then at the end of it, we have restatement of idea. Last one, you have concluding sentence. It's called as concluding sentence. Okay, this is one example of sentence. Sorry, of paragraph. Can we have Shuhaila? Shuhaila, can you read this? Are you still there? Okay, let's see whether Shuhaila is still
Yes.
here. Yes, okay. Now, can you read this?
Okay.
Please do.
Currently, we are becoming a cashless and chatless society, a trend that began with the credit card. Now, banks are offering debit cards instead of the credit cards.
Instead
Huh?
of.
Instead,
Instead of,
instead of
yes.
the credit cards, debit cards allow purchase to be made by deducting money from the holder's bank account instead of being of being
Mm-hmm. Where are you? Okay, instead of being added, okay.
added to to the monthly bill. In fact, paying bills can be done electronically and also online. People can make
Okay,
computer transactions via phone to pay bills by transferring money from their account to the account of whomever they own.
very good.
In other words, the technology advancement allows us to conduct most of our business without signing a check or actually seeing the money we earn and spend.
Very good. Excellent, Shaila. Okay, this is an example of a paragraph. Okay, now, uh, this paragraph, it contains, there are several components. The first one, it contains the main idea. The main idea expresses the main point of the paragraph, and then it is the idea. You can and then after that, if you were to put the main idea into a statement, then it is becoming a topic sentence. So this is the leader of sentences that I mentioned earlier. Topic sentence is a complete sentence that introduces the main idea of a paragraph. Later on, for your test, we are going to ask you which one is the topic sentence for this paragraph. For example, they are going to ask you which one is the topic sentence for the third paragraph or the second paragraph. So you should be able to be identified. You should be able to identify which one is the topic sentence. That is very crucial skill. Okay, like I said earlier, it is usually it is written at the beginning of the paragraph, usually the first sentence, but it does not necessarily to be so in each and every cases. Yeah, so um, you cannot make the conclusion that the first sentence is immediately the topic sentence. No, but likely it is like that. And then after that, we have some supporting details or some supporting sentences. And those sentences, it provides additional information that explains or defines or proves a main idea. They guide readers to a full understanding of the main idea. For example, you could include any facts or any statement for the supporting details. Okay, next. All right. That is, I'm not sure what is happening here. Okay, let me see. What is happening here? Alamak. Let me change this. Okay. I know. Sorry. Okay, now. Uh, a statement of the main idea. Statement of the main idea, we are looking at the topic sentence, and this is the topic sentence for this case. All right, the first one. Currently, we are becoming a cashless and chatless society, a trend that began with the credit card. So this is the statement of the main idea. As for the elaboration of main idea, we have the Sorry, I'm not sure what happened here. So these these are the elaboration, the supporting sentences. So supporting sentences, usually they are in the middle of the paragraph. Okay, now everything from now banks are offering up until whomever they own, they are supporting sentences. Talking more about this, about the trend of credit card. Yeah, the trend of credit card. And we also have restatement. The last one, we call it as concluding sentence. The last one, you want to restate. Restate. So in the concluding sentence, we have, in other words, the technology advancement allows us to conduct most of our business without signing a check or actually seeing the money we earn and spend. Do you understand, students? Is there any problem?
Yes, I understand.
Everyone understood everything? Okay, now we are going to have some practice. Try to identify the topic. We are looking at the topic. So it's just the topic. I would like you to give me what is the topic of this paragraph. You could can we ask Irfan, could you read this?
Yes, madam. There are many ways the consumer can do that reduce hazard or noise pollution at home. They can purchase noisy products such as garbage disposal and lawn mower will reduce noise level. They can also use sound absorbing material in their home. Carpeting can be installed instead of hard flooring, and cork and fabric can be used in rooms that tend to be noise. Also, people can become less noise themselves. They can learn to avoid shouting, to close door without slamming them, and to play radio, TV set, and stereo at moderate levels.
Okay, now they are okay, because less noisy themselves, they can learn to avoid shouting, to close doors without slamming them, and to play radios, TV sets, and stereos at moderate levels. Okay, now try to identify the topic. What is the topic? We have read the whole paragraph. Okay, I'm going to see whoever is in the only. Okay, there are so many people. Irfan, Khairullah, Hazima, Shuhaila. Then, okay. All right. So, we have read this. Azima, are you here?
Yes, Miss.
Azima.
Yes, saya.
Yeah, okay, Azima. Have you read the paragraph?
Yes.
Okay, can you give me what is the topic? Can you tell me what is the topic of this paragraph?
Um, the topic or the just
Not
the
the
top.
sentence, I just want the topic. What
Oh,
is the topic?
the noise pollution.
Very good. Excellent, Azima. So the topic is noise pollution, or you could say the topic is how to reduce hazards or noise pollution at home. Yeah, that is the topic. So we could see that reducing hazard, we underline all these things, reduce hazards or noise pollution at homes, and how to do it, garbage disposal, lawn mowers, with reduced noise level, sound absorbing materials in their home, and then the answer is noise pollution. Yeah, the answer is noise pollution. So the second activity, so the second exercise is to identify the topic sentence. We are looking at the topic sentence. Can we have, let's see, who's here? Can we have Khairullah? Khairullah, are you here? Khairullah, Jeffrey, are you here? Okay, he's not here. Can we ask Irfan? Irfan, what is this topic sentence?
Yes, madam. Topic sentence.
Topic sentence. We are looking at the topic sentence.
Topic sentence is noise pollution.
That is the topic. The
Eh,
topic is noise
topic
pollution.
sentence. There
Yes.
are many ways the consumer can do to reduce hazard or noise pollution at home.
Very good. Excellent. Everyone, that is the topic sentence. Yeah. Like I said earlier, in the test, we are going to ask you to come out with rewrite the topic sentence. If they ask you to rewrite the topic sentence, you have to write everything, the whole sentence. Yeah. Starting from there are many ways up until noise pollution at home. You could not leave any single word. So, or else is going to be a wrong answer. Yeah, please try everything. Okay, the answer is this. Generally, the first sentence is the answer, but it's not always the answer. Then most cases it is the first sentence, but it's not always. Okay, the main idea summarizes the other statements in the paragraph. Okay, now what is the topic? This is the second sentence. Can we have Shuhaila please read this? Are you here, Shuhaila? Are you
Yes.
still here? Yeah. Okay. Please read this.
The physical complaints of neurotic
Okay, neurotics. Yes.
people who are overly anxious,
Anxious.
anxious, pes- pessimistic, hostile, or tense were once largely ignored by physicians.
Mm.
Many doctors believe that the frequent complaints of neurotic were ex- exag- exaggeration.
Very good.
However, new research shows that neurotics are in fact more likely to have physical problems. Physically, researchers found neurotics stand a greater chance of having five particular
Ailment.
ailments: art, arti, arti, arthritis,
Itis.
asthma, ulcers, headache, and heart disease. In addition, there is evidence that people who are pessimistic in their teens and 20s are more likely to become ill or die in their 40s.
Okay. Good. Okay, now I'm going to repronounce all these ailments. The first one, chance of having five particular ailments: arthritis, asthma, ulcers, headache, and heart disease. Yeah. Okay, now we are trying to identify the topic sentence. Which one do you think is the topic sentence for this paragraph? Okay, everyone try to guess. And then the answer is this. Okay, however, new research shows that neurotics are in fact more likely to have physical problems because the first one refers to the first one, the first sentences, they are actually trying to tell us more about the new research. Okay, there are new things after that because the physical complaints of neurotics, people who are overly anxious, pessimistic, hostile, or tense, were once largely ignored by physicians. Many doctors believe that the frequent complaints of neurotics were exaggerations. However, new research shows that neurotics are in fact more likely to have physical problems. So you could say the first sentence they are leading to the topic sentence, and then you could say that the sentences after that they talk more about the ailments. Okay. The topic sentence is the third sentence. The first two sentences introduce the background of physical health of neurotics. The last two sentences elaborates further about the main idea by giving specific details of the relevant research. Okay. Can we have, okay, let's see who is here. Irfan, Azima, Shuhaila. Azima, can you read this paragraph?
Yes, miss. A study at one prison shows that owning a pet can change a violent prison inmate into a more caring person. Another study discovered that senior citizens, both those living alone and those in boring nursing home, wait, oh,
Okay, you have a call. Okay, it's okay. Just
okay.
read. Okay.
Another
Mute,
study
mute your,
discovered that senior
if you
citizens,
mute the
both those
microphone.
living alone and those in boring nursing homes, became more interested in life when they were given pets to care for. Even emotionally disturbed children have been observed to smile and react with interest if there is a cuddly kitten or puppy to hold. Pets then can be a means of therapy for many kinds of individuals.
Okay, I see. Thank you very much. Okay, we are going to read this again. A study at one prison shows that owning a pet can change a violent prison inmate into a more caring person. Another study discovered that senior citizens, both those living alone and those in boring nursing homes, became more interested in life when they were given pets to care for. Even emotionally disturbed children have been observed to smile or react with interest if there is a cuddly kitten or puppy to hold. Pets then can be a means of therapy for many kinds of individuals. So there is a topic sentence that talk about that. This paragraph talk about. Okay. And then we have to find out which one is the topic sentence. Can you try to guess which one is the topic sentence? Okay. The answer is this. Yeah. The answer is the last one. Pets then can be a means of therapy for many kinds of individual. Because you could see that firstly, it talk about a violent prison inmate. Okay, but a violent prison inmates becoming more caring person, a more caring person. Sentence talk about senior citizens. Senior citizens become more interested in life when they were given pets or to care for. And last but not least, we talk about disturbed children. So all of those sentences, they are referring to uh, the means of therapy for many kinds of individual. That means that the last sentence is the topic sentence. Yeah. Okay. Now we are going to talk about this one. We are going to read out aloud this particular paragraph. Can we have Irfan dan Azimah dan Shuhaila dan? Okay, it's okay. I'm going to read this out aloud. One myth, we are looking at the main idea. Yeah? We are looking at the main idea. One myth about exercise is that if a woman lifts weight, she will develop muscles as large as a man's muscle. Without extra male hormones, however, a woman cannot increase her muscle bulk as much as a man's muscle. Another misconception about exercise is that it increases the appetite. Actually, regular exercise stabilizes the blood sugar level, which prevents hunger pains. Some people also think that a few minutes of exercise a day or one session is enough, but at least 3 solid workouts a week are needed for muscular and cardiovascular health. We are trying to figure out what is the main idea. So everyone has read this. I think you kind of like getting the main idea. The main idea is about misconception of exercising. There are mis there are many misconceptions about exercise that people still believe. That is the main idea. Yeah. If they were to ask you what is the main idea, you could you could give the whole sentence. Yeah, the whole sentence, or you if you are not sure and then you not sure which one is the which one is the topic sentence, you could give out the idea. Yeah, there is no exact, so you could rephrase your sentences. But if they were to ask you for topic sentence, you have to give out exactly the same as what it is in the text. Okay, now, after this, I have given this link on Padlet, and make sure you do this, and then you will get, after you have completed the exercise, you will get something like this, the result. Alamak, there is no result. Okay, I try to submit. Yeah, you will get this result. Please screenshot. Send me a picture of this screenshot. For example, you could just, if you are using your computer or laptop, you can just push the button, print screen on the keyboard, and then go to the WhatsApp group AT, and then just paste the result here. And after that, make sure you put caption for your picture. For example, this is Siti Khadijah, and then give me the name. Yeah, I would like to know the name. Just your name. You don't have to give your father's name. Since we are in the class group, meaning that I know that this is for this class. Yeah, you should do this for today. Okay, now I have given the link in the slides as well as on the Padlet wall. It's here. Please complete these activities, and it's here. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, now. Okay, now the last paragraph. We are going to read out the last paragraph. I would like, let's see who's here. Irfan, Azima, and Shuhaila. Irfan, we are going to ask you again to
Okay,
read out
madam.
aloud this. Yes, please.
Student reveal the paper
The first one, how do you pronounce that?
pronoun.
Studies.
Or studies reveal that people first name can have an influence on them. Some name reflects on people in a positive way. For example, one survey show that American men consider that name Susan to be very sexy. In another study in Britain, the participant saw Tony to be the name of someone very friendly. However, other name can be a negative impact. In one study, for instance, teacher give lower grade to essays supposedly written by boys named Humbert and Elmer than to the very same essay when they credited to boys with more popular name. Other study found girls with unpopular name did worse on IQ and achievement tests than girls with more appealing names.
Okay. Thank you very much, Irfan. Okay, I'm just going to
Welcome.
correct some. Okay, I'm just going to correct some mispronunciation that you did. This is studies reveal. Yeah, we pronounce it as reveal, and then the second one is appealing. Appealing names, meaning that names that are attracted to them. Yeah, appealing. Okay. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to identify the main idea, and then I would like to have this topic sentence. I'm going to ask you what is the topic sentence as well. 10 seconds. Okay, Shuhaila, are you there?
Yes,
Okay, Shuhaila, what is the main idea?
main idea. Some name reflect on people in a positive way.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Okay, Azima, how about you? What do you think is the main idea?
The influence of people's first names.
Very good, excellent. Okay, that is the main idea that people's first name can have an influence on them. It could be either in a positive way or it could be in negative way. For this paragraph, it talks about both ways, yeah, the positive ones and then negative ones. So meaning the main idea is the influence of people's first name on them. Irfan, which one is the topic sentence?
Topic sentence
The
is
topic sentence is
someone name reflect on people in a positive way.
mm, no, that is incorrect. That is
Incorrect.
not correct. So second try. Which one is the one?
Incorrect.
Which one is the topic sentence? Topic sentence is the statement of the main idea. We have given you the main
Topic
idea.
sentence.
Yep.
That people first name can have an influence on them.
Yep, you are getting there. But I'm asking you for the topic sentence. Like I said earlier, if I were to ask you for the topic sentence, you must give me the whole sentence. So meaning that it starts
Or
from
studies reveal that people first name can have an influence on them.
very good, excellent. If I were to ask you, if the question asks you on on what is the topic sentence, make sure you give out everything within the sentence. Do not leave any words. Yeah. So meaning that you have to give me studies reveal that people's first name can have an influence on them. But if they were to ask you for the main idea, dia tanya main idea sahaja, you could paraphrase the main idea. Like Azimah said that people's first name can have an influence. That is all. Yeah. Tapi kalau dia tanya topic sentence, you have to give out everything. That is very important. Kalau you tinggal even one word, I'm going to grade it as wrong answer. Yeah. That's how you lose mark in the examination. Okay, that is our first part of the lesson today. And then we are going to look at the second part. This is very easy. Where is the second part? Okay, now. Okay, now this is the second part. They are quite the same. We are going to look at the structure of a passage. Okay, some of the contents of these slides, they are quite the same with the previous one. And if they are similar, I'm going to skip them. Yeah. Okay, what is a paragraph? We have discussed this earlier. Basically, a paragraph is combination of several sentences, and then the whole paragraph about talk about one subject or one area. As we all know, every and each paragraph, a sentence in the paragraph must give out information about the topic. Yeah, we don't include non-relevant sentences or non-relevant information within the paragraph. And then the supporting paragraph, except for the topic sentence, they must support and give some ideas of the main idea. And then plus you have to do this, yeah, you have to be aware that the first sentence of a paragraph should be indented whenever you write an essay. If you were to submit me an essay, please make sure the first sentence of a paragraph should be indented. What does it mean by indented? This is what it means by indented, meaning that you leave out some space over here for the first sentence, and then start only after some space have been left. Okay. Okay, this is a bad example of paragraph. Next, we are going after that. After we read this, we are going to look at why they are a bad example of paragraph. Azimah, can you read this?
Yes, miss. I live in a house in West Provo. I like the view from our house. We have lived there since November. We also have a car that I like very much. We were in an accident a few months ago. We hit a deer that was crossing the street at night. I felt sorry for the deer, but it cost a lot of money to repair the car.
Very good, excellent. Okay, Azima, in your opinion, what is the main idea of this paragraph?
The main idea
Mm.
about their house in West Provo.
Okay, very good. Okay, the main idea is talking about the house. But then do you think that every sentence is talk about the house?
No, it also
No.
talk about the car.
Okay, yes, very good. Other than the house, actually, this paragraph is talking about the house, about a house in West Provo that this person is living. But then in the latter parts, they also talk about a car. So this is a bad paragraph. This is a bad example of paragraph because they included two main ideas inside here. In that this paragraph, they talk about the house, they talk about the accident. Yeah? But then it is an example of paragraph, but then it is a bad example of paragraph, meaning that you shouldn't do this whenever you write a paragraph. This is a good example of paragraph. Shuhaila, can we read this?
Yes. My husband and I bought our first house last November and we love it. It is located in West Provo and Provencar, Utah Lake.
Okay.
Although we cannot see the lake from our house, we do have a beautiful view of Mount Timpanogos. Our house has three bedrooms, two bathrooms, and living room and a family room, a large kitchen and dining area. We also have a large backyard and small garden. We are very happy to own our own home, and I hope that we will live there for several years.
Thank you, Shahaila. This is an example of good paragraph because every sentence that this writer include in the paragraph talk about the first house. Firstly, it talk about the location, and then they talk about the scenery around the house, and then the number of rooms in the house, and then talk about the backyard as well as small gardens near the house in the outside the house and their feeling or in regards to the house. So this is a very good example on how you could write a paragraph. Okay, next. Whenever you write a paragraph, there are several reasons or purposes in order to write a paragraph. The first reason is to describe something. Yeah, and then number two is to tell a story. Number three, to explain something. And number four is to persuade. Whenever you write an essay, these are the four reasons. It's not only these reasons, but the famous one. Okay. Perhaps you want to do something else, it is also possible. But generally, these are the purposes of writing an essay or writing a paragraph. Okay, the first one is to describe, tell a story, explain, persuade. Okay. Whenever you write a paragraph, like I said earlier, we must have a topic sentence. We we have known on how to we know on how to recognize the topic sentence. Just now we did that. And then usually the topic sentence give out a subject. And then they give out the focus or the main point. We also have the main idea. Main idea is not like literally on the text, right? In the text, but it is the main idea. You could paraphrase the main idea, but it still needs to be revolving around the main idea. And we also have the supporting details in order to support the main idea. Give out example, or you want to tell more about the main idea, then we give out the supporting details. Okay. Last but not least, we also have a closing statement. or we call it as a concluding sentence. It sums out the paragraph's message. It reminds the reader of the topic. Okay. This is an example of paragraph like we did earlier. Topic sentence at the very beginning, and then some sentences after that. These are the supporting details. Okay. And then we have a closing statement. This one should be restatement of your topic sentence. Okay, we are going to read this. The ancient Egyptians believed in many different gods and goddesses, and each one had their own role to play in maintaining peace and harmony across the land. Some gods and goddesses took part in creation. Other gods and goddesses brought the flood every year. Some offered protection and some took care of people after they died. Egyptians had local gods who represented towns and minor gods who represented plants and animals. The ancient Egyptians believed the ancient Egyptians believed that it was important to recognize and worship these gods and goddesses so that life continued smoothly. We have the topic sentence, the ancient Egyptians up until across the land, and we have the restatement of topic sentence. The ancient Egyptian believes that it was important. Yeah. Okay. Now I have a few sentences and they are supporting details. They are supporting sentences. Penguin moms lay the eggs and afterwards leave to get food for 2 months. Penguin dads incubate the eggs until it hatches. They take turns caring for the chick and feeding in the sea. Once the egg hatches, the young stay sheltered in the pouch of the mother while the father brings food. They think of a good topic sentence. You have to think of a good topic sentence. These are the supporting details. So what is an example? Come up with an example of topic sentence for this paragraph. Everyone, try to think. What is the example? What could be said in order to come out with, in order to be a good topic sentence for this paragraph? Okay, now, can we listen from Irfan? Irfan, do you have any example of topic sentence?
Example topic sentence. Penguin care about
About
their eggs or their young.
Okay, very good. Okay, that is a good topic sentence. You could say that penguin parents take care very much of their young. Yeah, that is one example of topic sentence. Okay. This is another example of a good topic sentence. The struggles of penguin couples for their chicks. Okay. The struggles of penguin couples of their chicks. Penguin moms lay the eggs and afterwards leave, blah, blah, blah. Just try to put the sentences together and make it a paragraph. Okay. Okay. Now, like I said earlier, topic sentence usually they are at the beginning of the paragraph, but they could be at the end of the paragraph, like this one, or they could be in the middle, right? Like this one. Example, like this one in the middle, this one at the end, and the first one at the very beginning of the paragraph. So you have to identify very carefully which one is the topic sentence. This is a very popular question. You have set for ELC151 the reading test. So you know that they are going to be in the examination paper. Yeah. Okay. Paragraph details. We are going to look at example of supporting details. We are going to look at this example of supporting details that could be included for this topic sentence. Arizona has been thinking about extending the school year from May to June, but I think that they should not extend the school year. What are some details you would expect to see in this paragraph? So what are the things that you are expected to include in this paragraph? Any ideas, Zima?
Maybe the reason why they said that they should not extend the school year, like maybe the environment or the weather.
Very
Yeah.
good. Excellent. So, if they were to give out topic sentence like this one, you are expected to give the reason, to give out the reasons. It's possible to give out the reasons as well. So, after this, you are going to come out with reason number one, reason number two, or reason number three. And then, if you have only one paragraph, meaning that you have only one reason, and talk about the reason within one paragraph. Okay. The second one, we are talking about a closing statement. Closing statement is the restatement of your topic sentence. So you just have to you have to reword, yeah, rephrase. Sorry, uh, put the topic sentence by using other words. That is very easy. On how to come out with a closing statement. Shuhaila, can we read this?
Okay. Egypt is most famous for their pyramids. There are over 100 pyramids in Egypt, but that information is unknown to many people. The most popular and well-known pyramids are the pyramids of Giza. They are located in Cairo. Pyramids were tomb for
Mm, pyramids were tombs.
tomb for par, par,
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. To complete the pyramids, workers hauled and lift millions of limestone blocks that weigh weigh
Wait,
weigh an average of 2 and 1/2 tons each.
2.5 tons each.
And half ton each. They didn't have iron tools and wheel vehicle. The worker carry each stone by hand, put them on silk and lift them
Slabs.
uh,
Slabs. Put them on slabs.
put them on sled and lift them up mud ramp to be placed on the slowly rising structure.
Okay, very good. Now we are going to think about a closing statement for this paragraph. What could be a closing statement or a concluding sentence for this paragraph? Try to think of one example. Okay, all right. Irfan, could you identify which one is the topic sentence? The topic sentence for this paragraph.
Topik sentence Egypt is sekejap. Egypt is most famous of their pyramid.
Very good. Excellent. That is the topic sentence. I said earlier, the closing statement or a concluding sentence is the restatement of your topic sentence. Awak kena rephrase je awak punya topic sentence, put it as a concluding sentence. Yeah, try to rephrase the concluding sentence and then you could come out with a concluding sentence at the end of it. So I have come out with the example of concluding statement or closing statement of the paragraph. Okay, this is the topic sentence. Try to put it in other words, then you will come out with the concluding sentence. Okay, that is the reasons. We talk about the most popular, the allocated pyramid for tour. Okay, now that is the reason why Egypt is packed with tourists all year around. Could be a concluding statement for this paragraph. Do you understand, students?
Yes, madam.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, now let's look at some transitional words, because whenever you are doing, whenever you are doing your essay, you have to include some transitional words, or in order to make it better. Yeah, transitional words, they help your paragraph to flow together. They link ideas so that they could relate to one another. For example, in the same way, similarly, likewise, on the other hand, and all these things, yeah, they are transitional. So if you were to have many paragraphs, so try to include you could include transitional words or markers to make them flow together. For example, okay, look at this paragraph, this essay, sorry. Look at this essay. Okay, now we are going to move to the first main idea. The first and most important advantage. The first and most important is an example of transition. Okay, these things, they are going to indicate which one is the first idea, which one the second idea, and then another example is um another important another is in one type of transition that shows that this is your second idea as well. Okay, number three, they are however, okay, conflicting. You want to show a conflicting idea, however is the transition as well. Okay, in summary, you want to show that you are concluding this whole essay. In summary, could be used. Later on, I'm going to give you examples of transitions, and then we have all transitions over here as well. Okay, in the slides, there are so many examples of transition words and phrases. It could be one word, or they could be combination of some words make up as a phrases. So later on your own, try to read this. We have quite a number of examples. Try to read this. Okay, now I think we are. I think this is all. We are at the end of our activity of lesson today. Uh, I need you to complete the activity that I mentioned earlier. It is here. Go to my Padlet. I have given you the link to my Padlet, and then pay attention to this. We are in our week 2, the second week, session 1. So this is the link to I'm going to replace this with YouTube recording. And then please complete the activity that I have given here. This is the activity that I mentioned earlier. And then screenshot the result and then send it to our WhatsApp group. Indicate who are you. And after that, put your name, insert your name. I just need to know. If you are Siti Khadijah, then just jot down Siti Khadijah. I don't need your father's name. And then after that, I need you to fill in the attendance. Yeah. This is the link. This is a different link, yeah, as compared to last week. So make sure you click on the link over here under week 2. Okay, because sorry. I don't need you to put it in the WhatsApp group, but I need you to upload the activity here. Yeah. In the link and the attendance link, please upload the upload this picture of your screenshot. The screenshot of the activity, and then upload it here. Second one, I would like you to come out to look for examples of please try to look for an essay, a simple essay, and then try to highlight the transitional words that you could find on the essay. All right? Try to highlight and then send the answers, send the ones that you're in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, in the WhatsApp group, and then indicate that the file belongs to you as well. You could just look for sample of essay, any sample of essay that you are interested. Okay, any sample, there are plenty of them, or you go to newspaper article, News Straits Time. Okay, and then try to look for perhaps this one. It doesn't have to be very long. This is very short. I need something that is quite long. So it's better example of essay. Example of essay. Narrative. Okay. This is okay. It doesn't have to be a long essay. This is okay. And then try to copy, put it in a Word file. New one, and then you have it here like this. And I try to identify which one is the transitional markers. Looking back, I find it blah, 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 blah. As a daughter, I had the pleasure, blah, blah, blah. Okay, try to find the transitional markers. You could figure out what are the types or what are example of transitional markers in the slides that I have given you. Do you understand, students?
Yes, madam.
Okay, all right, very good. So if you miss out on the information that I have given you just now, you could always go to Padlet one-to-one, and I will put the activities here. For example, the first one is the activities. The second one is the try to find transitional markers. I will edit this letter. Okay. Do you have any questions regarding our lesson today?
No, Miss.
Sure. Irfan, do you have any questions regarding our lesson today?
For now, no.
Shuhaila, any questions? Good. So I'm going to end our class today. And if you have any questions, please let me know on the WhatsApp group. Okay, now I'm going to conduct another class and then the Google Meet session for our class on, because you guys are repeaters. I feel restless if I were to ask you to go through everything on your own. So if you could make it, please come to Google Meet class uh, on Thursday. We have our class on Thursday as well, right?
Yes, Miss.
2:15, yeah, 2:15 to 4 o'clock. And for that one, it's actually is going to be a speaking class as well as our reading short our reading class as well on that day on that day. Okay, if you could make it, please attend the class on Thursday 2:15 to 4 o'clock. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I don't think that I have anything else on for this class. I'm going to end this class, and then I guess I see you on Thursday. Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, you're welcome.